Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into Society of Lies by Lauren Ling Brown, a debut thriller that's been making waves in the dark academia genre. This book takes us deep into the world of Ivy League secret societies, with plenty of mystery and intrigue to keep you hooked. But does it live up to the hype? Let's break it down. Let's start with how the story flows. Society of Lies is structured around two main characters, Maya and Naomi, who are sisters attending Princeton University, but in different timelines. The book kicks off with Maya returning to Princeton for her sister Naomi's graduation. Right from the start, we're thrown into a tense situation as Maya learns that Naomi has died under suspicious circumstances. The police say it's an accident, but Maya feels something isn't right. As Maya starts her own investigation, the narrative alternates between her present-day efforts to uncover the truth, flashbacks to her own time at Princeton 10 years earlier, and Naomi's experiences in the months leading up to her death. This back-and-forth structure is key to the book's mystery, as each timeline gradually reveals crucial pieces of information. The story is layered with secrets, not just about the sisters, but also about Princeton's elite Greystone Society, a secret group within the already exclusive Sterling Club. As Maya digs deeper, she starts to connect Naomi's death with a similar tragedy that occurred during her own time at Princeton. The narrative builds up the suspense as these timelines begin to converge, leading to a final showdown where the truth is finally exposed. Now, let's talk about what worked for me. The atmosphere in this book is fantastic. If you're a fan of dark academia, you're going to love how Lauren Ling Brown captures the elite, almost suffocating environment of Princeton's secret societies. The setting itself feels like a character, with its Gothic architecture, hidden rooms, and mysterious traditions. There's a real sense of danger and intrigue that keeps you on edge throughout the book. Another strong point is how the author weaves in themes of privilege, race, and identity. Maya and Naomi, as biracial sisters, face unique challenges in navigating this world of wealth and power. The way the book addresses these themes feels authentic and adds a deeper layer to the story, making it more than just a typical thriller. The dual timelines and multiple points of view also add to the suspense. You're constantly trying to piece together what happened in the past and how it's affecting the present. Each chapter ends with a bit of a cliffhanger, which makes you want to keep reading to see how it all fits together. As the story progresses, we see Maya slowly unraveling the mysteries surrounding Naomi's death. The book does a good job of feeding us clues at just the right moments. We learn more about the Greystone Society, its influence on campus, and the dark secrets that its members are hiding. Maya's own past at Princeton comes back to haunt her, adding another layer of complexity to the narrative. The pacing, however, is where the book starts to stumble a bit. The first few chapters are gripping and set up a lot of potential, but as we move deeper into the story, the constant shifts between timelines and perspectives can become confusing. At times, it's hard to keep track of who's who and what's happening when, which can pull you out of the experience. Speaking of which, let's talk about some of the issues I had with the book. The biggest problem for me was the narrative structure. While the dual timelines add to the mystery, they also make the story harder to follow. I found myself frequently having to stop and figure out whose point of view I was reading and when the events were taking place. This disrupted the flow of the story and made it less enjoyable. Another issue is with the characters themselves. While the relationship between Maya and Naomi is central to the plot, I didn't find either of them particularly likable or compelling. Maya, in particular, comes across as a bit passive, reacting to events rather than driving the action. This made it hard to really root for her. Even though her motivations are understandable, the pacing also drags in the middle. There are several points where the story seems to get bogged down in unnecessary detail or repetitive scenes. This is particularly frustrating because the book starts off so strong. By the time we reach the climax, some of the tension has been lost, which dulls the impact of the final revelations. So, what's my final verdict? Society of Lies is a mixed bag. It's got a great setting, strong themes, and plenty of twists and turns to keep you guessing. If you're into dark academia and don't mind a bit of a slow burn, you'll probably enjoy this book. However, the confusing structure, slow pacing, and somewhat bland characters might make it a tough read for some. If you're intrigued and want to check it out for yourself, I've included a link in the description below where you can grab a copy. And if you've already read Society of Lies, let me know in the comments what you thought. Did you find it as frustrating as I did? Or were you totally hooked? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, happy reading!